There is a certain element of truth behind everything that people do. Everything that people do to tell you a little something about them, and this something is about me. Does life always bring happiness? Or death is always horrible? What differentiates these two? When I think about all my happiest memories from the past, there is one thing that's common in it, and that is me and my family, whom I love the most in the whole world.
I was 9 years old. My parents started drifting apart and went through a divorce. They used to fight, scream, throw stuff at each other, which was one of the most painful moments to witness. These moments turned my world upside down. We crave a consistent love that we can trust to hold on to and never let go, and that is what my grandparents did to me, and I was happy there. But it didn't last longer because soon my parents shifted me to boarding school and I was 11 years and I hated it. It was miserable. I was a closed off kid who wasn't really social or good at studies. On top of that, I used to get bullied by my classmates. And I was just mature for my age but still a child, so I couldn't bear it.
I thought I found a reason to live, a reason to start over again. And you know what? The reason was music. I was so into music that I started up taking classes and it helped me to live. And it helped me to live like I never did. And I thought this was it, and this was really it, and it was perfect as it was. Now, the only thing I really loved was music. There was once a music audition I took in my boarding school where I was rejected, and I decided never to try again. I acted like it wasn't a big deal to me when it really was, and it was breaking my heart so bad. There was this one time where there was an event at my school and there was some money in a drawer that I stole. I then went across the road to an alcohol store and bought my first beer from that money. I started stealing from home as well, and that's where it all started. It got worse when I went to college. I didn't know what to do with this newfound freedom. There was a pub where my friends and I used to go and drink all day. In order to support the alcohol addiction, I started stealing bigger amounts. From what I remember, it was to be cool, to fit in with a certain crowd. As far as I could remember, I did not fit in with anyone and wanted to be a part of something. I just wanted people to enjoy my presence, to like who I was. But to tell you the truth, I didn't know who I was, and I didn't like myself. On one fine day, one of my friends recommended me to try taking drugs. For the first time, I hesitated, but soon I thought of giving it a try. Drug helped me forget who I was. The feeling of getting out of my own skin was amazing. Since the first hit, I loved it. I knew then I am able to get out of myself and I can use this substance to change how I feel or not feel at all. And that's exactly what I wanted at that point in my life. Now I had a master of evil kind. He totally controls my body, soul, and mind. At first he was fun and cool, but soon I became his fool. That is, I was badly addicted to drugs that I started stealing huge amounts just to buy drugs. At that moment, I couldn't even imagine living a moment without drugs. Days passed and my stealing became worse too. I was thrown out of 3 PGs for stealing and drug abuse. There was a moment in my life where I was so addicted that I would spend all money to it and just starve for days together. I would spend days on street wandering around. I was so fed up with my life that I just wanted to run away from it. To drugs. You gave me such pleasure, but it came at a bigger cost. My family, friends, and dreams. All this I have lost. Once you had your grasp in me, there was no way I could break free. Dirty deeds and dirty tricks, all I would do to get my next fix. So many things I now regret. My biggest regret is the day I met you. So, this was my story. Now, there is no point in asking, what if, after you jump off the cliff, falling? Now you ask, couldn't I bear? Wondering why you get stabbed by air, falling. Wide eyed, you see your fate, rigid heart, it's too late. So you're falling, you will hit the ground, and your hopeless voice forever will be gone. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're taking seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must but don't quit. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt, and you never can tell how close you are. It may be near, but it seems afar. So stick to the fight when you are hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you must not quit.